Okay, we're ready to go. This is Jayson Shaw versus Skylar Woodward. Race to 4, one pocket. And this is the second stream match of the day. The West Coast Swing one pocket challenge at the West Coast Challenge here at California Billiards. 6,000 added today. Not just 5, but 6, because we had a full field, a bonus for everybody's hard work in getting here to the venue. 64-player field, double elimination, race to 4 on the winners, race to 3 on the losers. This is a winner's side match. This is the second match of the day. And what a treat it is to have these high caliber players here at California Billiards for this West Coast Challenge one pocket event. So Jayson Shaw got the break, and Sky is going to take the seat in the diamond chair that we have from West 8 Billiards. We want to thank our sponsors, West 8 Billiards, Tiger Products, Ariel Carmeli Q's at carmeliqs.com, Town Tips, JEB Cases, and also goplaypool.com. So audio. Okay, so you go smoke and do all your stuff, and I'll do the score. You want to commentate, or are you just hanging out? You can. We have a little treat as well. Little treat. We're gonna get some of the some one pocket expertise from Chris Swart, the owner of California Billiards. So that's cool. How's your morning, Chris?
Good morning.
So, both these players actually coincidentally sponsored by Miyuchi. But I think Jayson's cue is a little longer than Skylar's.
I like Jayson's cue.
It's a nice looking
pretty
cue.
Amazing cue.
I mean, this is going to be a totally different style of one pocket. I mean, both these guys, I mean, they do play one pocket, but they're well known as phenomenal rotation players. Best known as 8, 9, and 10 ball players.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of safeties happening in this match. I see a lot of trying to run out.
Yeah, it's going to be aggressive. It's going to be fast.
I'm going to guess, this is my guess, that this is going to be an hour and 35-minute match.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of long.
Well, it is a race to 4, and I gotta give both of them 2 games at least. So
Yeah.
It's either gonna be 4-2 or.
Nice combo.
And here we go. So I'm just seeing at least 4 balls he's gonna pick up right here, if not 5.
Well, I do see. Yeah, there's 4 more. Yeah,
Yeah, the one there.
That's another
back
one.
Over.
He's dead straight, kind of.
I'm sure he's cutting for sure. Go back up onto that 12 ball. A little slice and dice.
Oh, he's out. Playing for one.
Now he got out there, but personally, that last shot into the pile to get onto the 12,
yeah,
was not a move I would have went with. I would have cut and went around 2 rails and come back up for that 12. He took a risk going into that pile.
Well, therein lies, you know, the proof right there. You know, these they're not necessarily one pocket players. Yeah, but I actually have to ask about Skyler. Do you happen to know if he plays a lot of one pocket?
I have no idea. But I can tell you he can shoot the ball really well.
Yes, yes.
And I know he's coming off of a win from this last weekend, where Calcutta for first was 12-5.
Oh, that's a nice little bit of change.
And first place was only 2,300. So that tells you how great the Calcutta was.
Yeah. Well, Sky put a pretty good break on Jayson, but I think there's a little hole in the stack there. If Jayson chose to, he could kick, but he already doesn't look like he's looking at stuff like that, right?
No, it looks like he's
just looking at like
ultra aggressive.
Yeah. What am I gonna make right now? Well, no, he did play the kick. So.
So good morning or afternoon or whatever it is now. It feels like morning. It feels like we were just sitting here 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it feels like morning to me. It's already almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Crazy, isn't it?
Time flies.
It was one heck of a finals match last night.
It was. You know, Jayson Shaw and Alex Pagulayan. Jayson was down 6-2, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I think Alex, put 4 on him?
Yeah. I think he was up 4-1 or 5-1.
Well, he was up 4-0. And then it turned into 4-1, 5-1, 6-2, something like that.
And then it slid the other way.
It slid the other way, and Jayson won it.
Well,
case game.
The great thing was, and not that it was great for Alex, but it shows you that these guys are vulnerable. They make mistakes. They miss easy shots as well. It's not, it's not just us amateurs that miss those cuts or miss shots that we should make, and the pros do it as well.
Yeah, I mean, we saw, even in the last one pocket match, we saw Shane make a couple of mistakes.
Huh?
So, this guy's got to be careful here because the break's getting kind of turned around on him already. Well, another great shot by Jayson Shaw. You know, even though to miss that would have been another sellout. So, I guess if you don't miss, really doesn't matter, does it? So on Sky's break, Jayson has pretty much turned the break around, as you can see. All of Sky's balls that were on his side are pretty much moved over now. So, while you were gone, Chris, break got turned around and Jayson already made a ball.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one. Well, and
my root beer assistant just showed up.
Oh, can your root beer assistant also be my coffee assistant?
Well, you need to negotiate that one, buddy.
Cream and sugar.
I like that look.
You never get that look when you order root beer, do you?
That's because it's root beer, buddy. I asked nicely.
Okay, I think Jayson just made...
He made the bank. Oh.
Okay, so...
Well, I can tell you right now, it's very difficult to commentate on their one pocket.
I know.
You have no clue what they're gonna do because they're just gonna run out.
It's just full offense, isn't it? I mean, and here's the hard part too: is you can't look away for more than a second because there might be two balls down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sitting here counting balls now.
Here
again.
comes more
it's,
offense.
10. There's 5. So Jayson has 5.
So he's got a couple things. He's got the, I don't know if that's a 2-ball or front. Yeah, 2-ball.
I think that
carom
does.
Off the 9.
Yeah, kind of billiards or caroms off the 9 ball.
And I think he's also looking at the bank on looks like the 13, which is a lot harder shot, but a little safer. Is he playing a safety? No way.
I know, right?
Wow.
That's one for the highlights.
So, and I would say right here and now, in most one-pocket matches, I'm going to call this an uphill battle because this is where one-pocket players will push everything uphill. I'm going to guess that's not going to happen with these guys.
I'm gonna go with your guess.
Because here comes some more offense.
Wow, that's a nice, a great attempt and good speed. Good speed. I did get a report that you're rolling off a little bit along this red. We'll talk later.
That one looked good there.
Other side of the table. But when I offered to see if I could wrangle to get an adjustment, they said no, don't bother. It's cool. Ernesto isn't here, is he?
No, he's working at
Hard Times Billiards, getting ready for that.
He'll be up here Friday, playing the 9-ball.
That's a shame because he played such good one pocket. He played such good one pocket last year at the West Coast Challenge one pocket.
Said lightly, it's just not his game. Not something he likes to play, and I'm sure making money doing the tables is a guarantee.
Yeah, that's a sure thing. Yeah.
Playing one pocket and being tired and all that good stuff, and not having the tables ready to go at hard times for all the beautiful people in LA.
The beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Hey, all you beautiful people.
Speaking of the beautiful people from LA, I'm hoping that they're getting ready to take a bus load and bring themselves up here for 9-ball, 10,000 added, starting on Friday. So I'm going to guess that he's going to run this out. And he's going to be up 2-0. And my prediction of an hour and 35 might be a little bit off.
Yeah, I was thinking more like 35. I mean, it's 14 minutes in and 2-0.
You want me to go tell him to slow down a little bit?
Yes. We might have enough time for you and me to do an exhibition on this table, Chris.
Or just have them play another set.
Yeah. Oh, Dennis Orcolio beat Bob Herchek in the first round. Bob Herchek and Dennis Orcolio were in the finals last year with each other in this event.
That was actually a pretty fast match then. Because if I remember, like
but
last
the hot
year
seat
was
match was the long one with John
4
Schmidt.
hours or something, if I remember right.
Well, with John Schmidt and.
Oh yeah. There was there was a few of those.
So that's a re-rack, right?
If he made it, yes.
Yeah.
See, no matter what he does, he just makes balls.
Yeah, I mean, just breaking, I think he meant to break a little softer, just to just to bring it just right over the pocket.
So mind you, he just got finished playing at what time was it? About 1:30 this morning?
Yeah, I think they were done around 1:30 last night.
And he's up bright and early. Told me his legs are hurting. He had a hard time sleeping last night because he is not used to being on his feet playing that long.
Are you kidding me?
That's what he said. But it was a good hurt because, he looked at his wallet and it was a little thicker than it was before he came here.
Yeah.
The day before. But the woman's out shopping today, so she's gonna probably suck that wallet dry, and he'll have to win again today or this. Doesn't matter.
Well, they've got mouths to feed too, so we're a mouth to feed. So
yeah, don't get me wrong, she's a very nice lady. I just tried to convince her to go to the Livermore outlets and
a little cheaper.
Check out the Gucci store and all that other good stuff.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, exactly. It's an outlet store, Got to be decent prices, right?
Yeah.
As I got a really good, nice look from Jayson as I was saying that.
Oh, last night. Look at that
this
shot. Total offense, this kid. You know what? That was
there's your answer to whether he knows how to play one pocket or not.
Yeah.
He knows how to put the balls in one pocket. And
and very quickly too.
Yeah.
I actually got the chance to watch him a couple of years ago. He would take a phone and stream himself, just playing one pocket because he really wanted to learn the game. This was just 2 years ago. And same kind of thing. He didn't play very well, but he was always, you leave him a shot, he would make a ball.
Sure.
Now I know he understands the game a little bit more.
Well, you can see in his game that he plays a straight pull type of one pocket. Right here in this last shot where he's kind of stuck himself a little bit here. He's blowing up the rack to try to get extra balls. And that's more of a straight pull kind of attack than a one pocket because, to be honest with you, you don't really want, in one pocket, you don't want to attack the rack on that side to push all the balls to your players.
To your opponent's side, yeah.
Right.
Now I think he'll try to play this 2 rails under the.
No, he's just trying to make it.
You think it fit? I was thinking he would play the second rail under the 10, slide it in off the 10, but he was just trying to make it. You're right. So. (3-0).
And here we go right back to where all offense. The scary part about this, Daniel, is this is where the evolution of one pocket has changed, I think, within the last 5 years. Where you had guys, Tony Chohan, you have Scott Frost, you have Ike Reynolds, you have some of these guys that play a traditional game of one pocket. Mind you, Scott, he likes to run, but he knows how to position himself to be able to run. And these guys were the cream of the crop 5, 6, 7 years ago. And professional pool players, I should say, rotation players, didn't like the game. They didn't want anything to do with the game. And now that they've come to understand the game, you've got the scary aspect of these guys that can run any ball they want and make it in any pocket they want and get shape and have such control over the cue ball that the dynamics of one pocket have completely changed with a lot of these excellent players and excellent shot artists coming into the fray. A good example is Dennis. Dennis is a monster when it comes to running out, and it doesn't take long for him to understand the aspects of one pocket, and it's a scary thing to see him play when he's playing top notch.
Yeah, and Dennis has actually really begun to learn the game too.
Right. Right. I think a lot of the pros have. You know.
I mean, you're right about saying scary, though. I mean, Dennis just has proven to be such a high percentage shot maker, and that includes kicks, banks, safeties as well,
Their cue ball control is insane, and it allows them to take shots in a risky situation and cover themselves when it doesn't go the way they want it. And that doesn't happen all the time because these guys, they don't miss. I mean, you saw Dennis at Family on 3 7/8 pockets. They look like they were 5-inch pockets. They just he just dropping balls in like it's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, look at Jayson. And you're talking about the evolution of the game. I mean, does this change the game a little bit? Are we going to start seeing more of this in the future? Is the old school style of one pocket going to dissipate a little bit and be dominated by these sharpshooters, these gunslingers?
I think there's an adjustment to be made, but the equalizer to these run-out artists and these guys that can shoot like Jayson's doing right now is the opposite of a guy like Ike Reynolds or I would say a lot of the East Coast players, where their safety and they're putting you against balls takes away that shooting ability.
Yeah.
So it's changed already. I mean, you cannot tell me that one pocket has not changed dramatically in the last 5 years. We're seeing again where Scott was the run-out king for years.
Yeah.
And
the
Tony
power
as well.
one pocket.
And he was the power one pocket. Ronnie Allen used to be power. He was considered a power one pocket player.
I've seen old videos of him play.
But that was unheard of. Most of these one pocket players, old school one pocket players, would set you up in a trap where they give you one ball to make in your pocket,
right?
And you're not supposed to go at it because it only gives you one ball. And all of a sudden, these guys come out of the woodworks and they blast that ball in. They get into the rack and they open up and run 8. And these guys are dropping their mouths going, that's not what you're supposed to shoot.
Yeah.
And that's starting to happen now. You can't give these guys a shot on the table because 9 out of 10 times they're going to pop it in that corner and they're going to get on another ball to get it loose.
Agreed. I mean, we're seeing it happen. We're seeing it unfold today.
But for me, the analogy of I like both styles. I like styles, the old school, push it up table, try and put in triangle in the corner, work a guy, 4 or 5 hour match, and watch these guys do safeties and banks. I have no problem watching that. It's fun, it's interesting, it's great. But I also like watching this. And my analogy to this is we went from a boxing match to an MMA fight. These are MMA fighters. They get up and they just bang and they let loose.
Just because you're down, they're still punching you in the face.
And that's right. And this is the style. Everything's fast.
Yeah.
Everything is 90%. I'm shooting to my pocket, and if I miss and I leave the guy 8 and out, okay, so what? But I'm going to make it.
That was a good shot.
But it's fun to see these, to see these pros coming out and playing one pocket when 5 years ago you said one pocket and they said, excuse me? They're not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
we even saw Rodney Morris a couple years ago break out in a one-pocket tournament and beat Rafael Martinez, Jayson made a ball for Sky, and you guys have to excuse me. The score moves so quickly in this game that I'm one ball off on the count, but I'm not sure whether it belongs to Sky or Geraldine. Can you get me a ball count for the table? I think it's either 7-4 or 6-4 or 7-3. 6-4. So 6-4 to Jayson.
It's a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it puts Jayson in a little bit of trouble. And obviously, he's got to get that 2 ball out of there. But you've got a lot of balls there that can be banked back to that corner. So he's got to get that cue ball out of there, too. Or you just do that, I guess, and give the guy a ball.
Twice in a row.
Well, it's just, like I said, a different style of play. Yeah,
I think that's what Jason's forcing, though, is he's forcing this different style. Like he's probably thinking, I know most people would do this and do that, but, I think I'm going to, mathematically, I think I'm going to get the next 2 balls.
Maybe.
Just, that's all he needs is 2, so he's just thinking.
He's got a shot right here to push all 3 of those balls, or at least those 2 to his pocket right now. So
just cross the 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he puts enough speed on this, he's going to have all 3 of those balls going towards his pocket. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't say that 3 ball is not going to get close to his pocket. Now, I'm saying that, and now he's going to probably just
trying to double bank this and come underneath it. What? Another safety?
Oh. So there was a lot of moves there he could have done.
Right. With inexperience, though, he didn't see that shot, that you would normally have seen.
That looks good.
Kissed off the 14.
So here you just blast the 2 out. Simple shot. Hold the cue ball there and take both of those balls completely out of there. Or make it harder and do it from the opposite way.
Yeah. Use the 8 ball to do it. This is kind of a free shot for Sky. If he plays this good, do you think he can hold up and keep the cue under the 8?
I don't think he cares. I think he's just going to bank this ball. I'll be honest with you. There's no defense he's looking in here. I think I think what he's really looking at is he wants to make sure he's not going to scratch off the 8 into the corner, because he's going full blast onto that bank. I guarantee it.
He's looking. That's something. He's thinking something.
He's going for it. I couldn't imagine him not going for this.
I don't think he is.
Well, I see. That's just bewilders me.
That is a free shot. It's just a matter of keeping cue ball straight. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
especially when you're down. You're the one down.
That's a shot. Well, it's a shot he is supposed to take.
He's a shot he's supposed to take. I think Jayson will make another ball for him later.
Hey, it's working. It's working. I'm sure he's getting aggressive here. I'm sure he's going to try to prank this 9 ball.
Someone in the chat room thinks you're Jay Helfert, I think.
Jay Helfert.
No, this is Chris Swart. Daniel with Chris Swart.
Jay don't look this good.
Yup.
Ouch.
He doesn't look this good on radio.
Ouch. Oh, I look good on radio. Yeah, I'm 6'3", blonde hair, blue eyes. It'd be nice to have Helford up here. I haven't seen him in a while.
Jay?
If you're listening, Jay, get in your car and drive yourself up here. There's a car lot right down the street. You can look at some cars because I know you're always looking at buying something
cars,
new.
yeah.
So.
Now, there's a mistake that I never expected to see from Jayson. He just, you know, he went flush into the 8-ball and scratched right in the corner. So.
Because this is where the game, they need to learn the aspects of one pocket and how to play the safeties, how to play the banks, and that's where I think Jayson is in trouble right now. Is because he just doesn't. If balls aren't in his pocket, he doesn't know what to do.
So let me ask you. Here's just an curious question. Curious question. Say you wanted to play him in action. What would you ask him for? Because he's such a shot
as much as
maker.
I could get.
I know that. No, but just between you and me. Well,
between me
and
and
the
you
800 people watching right now.
And the millions and millions of viewers.
Never mind. We'll have this conversation later.
What would I add? Well, I mean, it's a good question. What would it take for me to step up and play him 100 a game?
Yeah, let's just say that. Like 100 a game.
I'm going to look bad if I say what I want, but I'm going to say I'm at 10-6, 11-6, and I think he's still got the best of it.
Wow, really? Because I'm thinking for me, like 10-5, 10-4, you know?
Well, you're trying to rob him. I'm trying to at least give him a little credit.
Well, no, because if I make, I'm going to make less mistakes.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm going 11-6 or 11-6 in that area, he's already making 2 balls for the other guy.
That's true.
He's making, all I got to do is throw balls down in my pocket, and he's going to make them for me. So,
but here's what I would like about playing him. Playing him, you would really learn how to keep a shot away from someone. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
because he finds the shot. Uh-oh. Anyway, it's now Sky up 6-5 in this game.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, he doubled up the ball too.
So we'll see what he knows here. Are you using the 9-ball to kick both of those out of there? Or are you going to try to come in behind the 3 and kick it out? Or are you going to come to the bottom rail and push it up the table? Yeah. There's a lot of different shots here, but I'm curious to see which one you use. I think he's an aggressive person. He's going to use the 9 to try to cut the 3 over.
I prefer this shot.
Which I do too. But that's why I wanted to see where his aggression is and where shooting the right shot or not.
Yeah, I mean, all types of shots come up in one pocket that, they can provide a lot of tells to your opponent, and that's one of them. Even the way he kicked that, he could have done a kick and stick,
So, about 5-6 years ago, I had the privilege to play Louis Ulrich for quite a spell. I know he was coming up here every other weekend, and we're talking about a kid that can. Everybody knows Louis. You know Louis from LA.
Mm-hmm.
For years, he's a Jayson Shaw. He's a run out master. That guy can make balls anywhere on the table.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got the privilege of playing him. We played $10 a game, and I played him even, no spot, because I wanted to see how bad I was going to get my butt.
Wait, I think I was here, or it was at Mountain View, right?
Yeah, for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we played, I think I lost 20 games. Total over 6 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
He just drilled me, and you give him any little edge, and he was running 8 and out, 8 and out, 8 and out, 8 and out. Well, the next session we play, I think I lose 15 games in that time period.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, I learned to get to a point to where I'm controlling my cue ball. I'm not leaving him anything. I couldn't leave him bank.
Right.
I couldn't leave him
Right.
the edge of a ball. I couldn't leave him anything. So it
Yeah.
gets to a point to where you adjust your game, where you have to realize that I'm going to shoot.
Shot.
No, and you have to and you have to put him in the pile,
Mhm.
and you have to keep consistently doing that. Well, playing him for, at least we probably played for a
40
year. We got
games,
to a
50
point.
games?
We got to a point to where playing even. I think the last time we played at a 10-hour session,
Mhm.
and he won 2 games.
That's awesome.
Right. So it brought my level of play
Yeah.
to I'm not going to say matches, because that's not what I'm trying to say, but it gave me the opportunity to match what he could do
Yeah.
by playing defense and not allowing him to play his game.
Sure.
And the great part about that was everybody else I'm playing in the pool room, I'm killing. I'm drilling them now because I'm not leaving them a shot.
Yeah. Right.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's the
It's
level.
well worth the lesson to play him for 10 a game. If you can get a guy to do that with you.
Absolutely. And we're talking about, Louis as one of the, I would say, if not some of the best cue ball control of almost any player that's out there. And it's sad that he doesn't play as much as he used to, but he hated one pocket, and then all of a sudden he loved the game, and you couldn't get him away from it. That's what he loved to play. And he was deadly because you give an inch, it's gone. He's running.
I used to be the same way. Hated the game. Took me about 5 years to really, really start getting into it.
But the beautiful thing about one pocket, and all the people out there that don't like to play it, that's a great shot, by the way. All the people that say, "Oh, I hate it, I can't play it." You have to give it some time, because you're going to learn that there's so many ways to play the game.
Well, that's one thing that I tell my audience too, is that one way to really get good at the game is to play as many people as you can.
Absolutely.
Because there are so many different types of player out there.
And styles.
And yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And you get to learn all the moves too, because there's a ton of people will move on you
Right.
like with their different rules and their different
Right. Now, Shaw's an aggressive player. I'm shooting. I bet you he cuts this. There's a shot here, and
Yeah.
he's probably not going to do it. But there's many players out there that will cut that ball
in. And then possibly
It's crazy.
scratch in
It's
the
a
opposite
tough
corner.
shot, but they'll do it. I think one of the great things that we have here and that we've started is we have a one pocket league that's a handicap league.
Yes.
And we've got some good players in it, and we've got some amateurs and some players that have never played before. And the handicap is set where there's some guys that are giving up 12-5, 14-5, 14-6. And of course, the first thing that you do is like, that's crazy. I'm not going to give this guy this kind of weight, right? But you because you're giving that weight up, you learn to change your game. You learn to adjust to that spot you're giving somebody, and you find that you end up being a better player for it. A better player becomes better, and a weaker player actually does become a little stronger. Mind you, I'm not all for handicap tournaments, but I am for handicaps in one pocket, and because I think it's a completely different aspect than it is a rotation game. I believe in a rotation game, getting a handicap handicaps your ability to get better.
It also handicaps your ability to want to get better too, because you're always asking for a better spot, always hoping
Absolutely.
to keep that better spot.
Absolutely. But in the game of one pocket's a little different.
Yeah. I'm not like that. I'll play handicap 9-ball tournaments, and when they move me up, I accept it and I move on, and I still show up.
And you should.
Still show up, and I try to play better, and then usually what happens is 8 or 9 weeks later, I break that barrier and I start placing first, second, third again.
Right.
You know?
And then you step to the next level. And
Yeah.
you go to the next level. And that's...
You can fact check it. Come on. Geraldine, it used to happen at the Golden Q. Geraldine,
that was on ladies' night.
Yeah, that was on ladies' night, dude. Wow. So, boys are playing for 1 here on the 3rd game. Jayson's up 2. And I'm sitting here with Chris Swart. We're talking about the style of play. These guys are 2 aggressive players.
Well, again, it's hard to commentate on a match where
you basically know it's going to be total offense.
Yeah. I mean, here's a good point. These guys, as powerful as they are, and as great as they are shot-making ability-wise, they've got 1 ball on the table, and I've already seen 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes that could have won these games already.
Yes.
And either they don't see it, they don't know how to shoot it, or their mind is just blast, 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 and wherever it lays, it lays.
Yeah. That's not to take away from their caliber of professionalism for the game.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because let's just face it, either one of these 2 could still win this tournament, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to jump on the table and play them.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. We're still talking about getting 10-4 or 10-6 or something, right?
Exactly. I mean, that right there is just...
Big mistake. Big
mistake. And he gets away with it. And
yeah.
I don't know what that was. To be honest with you, I don't. And to be honest with you, I don't think he knew what that was. Now, I see him going for this. A little bit different than I thought he would have done, because there definitely was a double kisser. I thought for sure he was going to go 1 rail.
Yeah.
And bring it down to his pocket. But
Jay's going to cross this ball. And that's all he needs. So it's 3-0. Jayson Shaw leads. And we want to thank our sponsors again. West State Billiards. And just a reminder to you guys, if you're in the area and you want to come out to California Billiards on Friday, West State Billiards will also be here. So we encourage you guys, to come and visit the sponsors that are going to be present for these events.
They're bringing a trailer full of great products to showcase.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area, it's definitely, obviously it's worth the trip to come here just to watch the play and the players that are here, but a special treat as well is the showcase of the sponsors that have generously jumped on board and made this event what it is.
And, West State Billiards services the whole state of California. So if anybody ever needs a diamond table, Olhausen, Brunswick, you name it, they have tons of furniture, game room furniture.
And most of their product is there next day.
Next day,
I know. Order it today, it'll be in your hands by tomorrow. And I can't tell you how absolutely great that is.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing.
There's been many a times where I've had emergency where I have to get cloth because I've got Ernesto here because something happened to a table, and it's here the next day, and that doesn't happen anywhere else.
I know. It's like, Amazon Prime.
That's not even next day. They put next day, and it still comes 2 days. So. No, no, it will say same day, but when you really get in there, you got to pay for same day.
Yeah, but you can't get the cool.
Yeah,
You can't get the cool.
there's always a little trick to it.
You can't get the cool stuff that you can get on Amazon Prime that you can get at West State Billiards.
That's right. That's right.
You know, I don't see Amazon Prime selling a diamond table.
I bet you they would if they could.
Or those beautiful diamond racks that come direct from Diamond.
Well, you know the scary part is
you know those diamond racks? They're only what, $50 each?
No, I think they were less than that. Actually.
Well, no, because you bought 30 of them for your pool room. But
okay, I'll sell them for $50 each.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to come down and grab one. But
those racks are
scary.
great.
Scary wise, when it comes to Amazon, is they will end up selling some kind of pool table, and they're going to have a drone that's going to grab that pool table and drop it at your freaking house. It's just going to happen, folks.
As long as they don't drop it on my house, that's fine.
They're already doing it. Yeah. Anyway, back to the sponsors.
Yeah. Thanks to West State Billiards. Come on out and see them on Friday.
So there's your diamond rack on Amazon. She just looked it up for you.
Okay, how much?
$56. Now, it's free shipping, but it's not Prime. It's not Prime. So they probably buy it from West State.
Yeah, they probably get it from West State. Yeah. And most pool players are going to go, hell no, that's $6 more than I can get it for at West State.
I'm telling everybody out there right now, do not buy it on Amazon. Call West State Billiards and get it directly from them, because you'll get it tomorrow.
And if you don't have Prime.
By the way, I have a package coming tomorrow here from Amazon.
Yeah. You're not helping the matters out here. I got to also thank Tiger Products. Tiger Products is
Yes, sir.
generously donated a whole bunch of jump cues. What was the new cue that
The T3,
the
unreleased
T3
reverse Sneaky Pete that I'm about to send you out on the floor and sell raffle tickets for.
Well, I didn't bring my dress today, so I don't know if I'll be doing that. But Grasshopper can do that. That's a good job for Grasshopper.
He's playing the tournament.
Who let him play in the tournament?
I don't know.
It's Grasshopper.
Hey, by the way, congratulations, Chris Swart, for getting this field filled. You know, 64-player field, and we filled it.
It's it's not me. I know everybody wants to congratulate me on that, but I have to congratulate the people that show up, the people that sign up, the people that get here.
Yeah.
You know, I just get the venue, I put up the money, and hey, whoever comes. And you know what? Again, if you guys were here and you were playing, you would realize that I added an extra $1,000.
Yeah, I made
to
that
the pot
announcement
today
too.
because it did get full. And you know what? I appreciate people making the effort to get out here. I mean, look at the pros that we have in the house today. You know, the amazing amount of talent that's in this room that take their time out to travel, spend their money to get here to show appreciation and obviously to go for prizes. You know, to get the money. And that's all we want. That's what we're here for, is to get a great venue, to get the pros, get the amateurs, semi-pros, everybody under one roof and have fun. And I'm having fun.
And I want to also clarify that 6,000 added. You know, Chris Swart and Family Billiards are probably two of the only rooms you'll find who consistently put these tournaments on with the added money, and it's always guaranteed. And furthermore, there's never any green fee, and that's just something that also kind of shocks the players, you know.
Well, if Delbert's listening, just to let him know, you owe me $1,000, so that's where that extra $1,000's coming from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't know it yet, but he might now.
Is that him calling?
Yeah, could be. Hello. Good. Okay, so. I did. Give me
All right, Chris is fielding a phone call, so. Balls are going down. And so it looks like 5-2 Woodward in the lead this time, and he's playing for 3. It looks like he could close this rack out. This would put him on the board at 3-1. And we're done with this game. Three games, excuse me, 3 games to 1. Wrong address. Dumbass. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is off of Jayson's break. Air ball. And we all know what's happening next. Jayson is putting the crosshairs on a run out. That's what he wants to do. He wants to run it out. Perfect shape for the 8 ball, which is what he wanted next. I think there's kind of half a shot on the 12-13, or the 2-12. That's probably the best way to do that. Bump it away and play for the 12 next. Is he going to go up table here? No. Shaw needs 3, and I don't think he's going to cut the 6, but the bank on the 8 is definitely on. He might be looking to play the 3 ball off the stack and hopefully carom the 3 in the corner. Like so, and he also kind of protected the ball too. Well, maybe not, but it's going to be tough action for Skylar from here on.
Sorry about that, Daniel. I had a call from the hotel telling me Saturday is booked.
Yeah, you know, the Hilton Doubletree. Wow.
There's a little offense there, huh?
That was like a, Hail Mary shot, kind of. Hilton Doubletree is fully booked, and I know part of that is because of
Just on Saturday. I mean, they're still available tonight, Thursday night, Friday night. Friday night's getting tight, but Saturday is completely booked. That doesn't mean you don't come down here, though, because there's other hotels around. We're just talking about a hotel.
There's like half a dozen.
Yeah, so we're just talking about a hotel that's right across the street that's walking distance. If anybody that's listening wants to come down here and they're looking for rooms, they're $99 a night. That's tonight, tomorrow night, Friday night. Obviously, Saturday's booked.
Well, that's very nice of them, too, to call you and let you know.
Yeah.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that Shane was trying to book?
Yeah, Shane is Shane and decided to book stuff last minute.
Yeah. So they don't have anywhere to put him on
Well,
Saturday?
they don't have anywhere to put him on Saturday, and he's staying at Sean's place, which is an hour and a half or so away from here, and he'd rather be here at the pool room practicing and walking across the street. So there's other hotels. I'll find something for him, and it's close, within 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Well, you don't have to be here with us. You can handle
Oh,
your...
no, he's not staying here tonight. He's going with Shane. We'll deal with it tomorrow. It's just Shane. I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Okay, great. John Schmidt and Jeff Gregory are going to play on the next table over.
Mr. 400.
Mr. 400.
Who doesn't play one pocket?
Who's here with his new wife, his recent wife, Felicity.
Is she here? Because I
Yeah,
haven't seen
she
her.
was here yesterday.
Oh, I didn't see her.
And I said, so do you play pool too? She says, yeah. Well, he's Mr. 400. I'm more like Mrs. 4.
Yeah, another great run-out player that
John Schmidt
says, I don't play one pocket. That
John Schmidt
plays
says
good
that?
one pocket. So anybody out there that wants to gamble with him, I'm going to let the bag out. He plays halfway decent, people.
Little better than you and me.
Yeah, well.
John Schmidt defeats Dan Louie. And that is what brings him to table 2. Dan Louie is still on the one-loss side.
So today we're pretty much running 2 rounds on the winner's side, and then they're done until tomorrow. They'll be coming back winner's side 10:30 tomorrow morning. So what time they're going to start?
So I'll ask you this then. Are you saying that provided that there's no, long wedge matches, it should be a fairly early night tonight, like 9, 10?
No, I'm definitely not saying that. Tonight is going to be a long night.
Okay.
Because we're going to try to push as hard as we can tonight to get out of here at a decent hour, hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It'll be late both nights. But
And we have a full field, so...
yeah, and some of these matches will go an hour and 35 minutes, and some will go 3 hours. And there will be a few of those. So what we're trying to do tonight or today is just basically force everybody. There's no times. It's just table open, match open. You go and play, and these guys all know that. They've been around my tournaments before, where we go full blast the first day, and we go late, and you got to try to get it all out tonight, so that way we're set up in a little bit better position tomorrow.
Well, we have a tight schedule. You have to also remember you're piggybacking the 9-ball on top of the finals day of the one pocket. So.
And Friday we're doing semifinals and then finals. That will be most likely semifinals at 5 o'clock on Friday, and then finals match at around the 8 o'clock. Depends on the 5 o'clock match, but normally we try to get it around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, so that way everybody is off work. We can get a full house and they can watch the finals of the one pocket. And every year that's worked out pretty well, so I don't see any reason why we should change that part of the format anyway. But you know,
Jayson.
with the amount of pros and actually quality players we have this year, I expect this to go a little faster than previous years. I see not a huge amount of slow players this year. A lot of faster players, but just a lot of good one pocket players.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I know Dennis actually, though, although he's a, high caliber player, he tends to take a long time to shoot. I don't want to single him out, but
yeah, but
I just did, didn't I?
It's negated by running 7 and out or 8 and out.
Yeah, that's
so
true. That's true.
Even though he does take a long period of time to shoot certain shots. When the guy rolls, he's done in 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So it evens itself out. And to be honest with you, I think he's gotten faster than what he was a year to 2 years ago. I think he's improved. I think he's gotten more proficient at playing.
Yeah.
And knows more of the shots that he questioned before, and he doesn't have to take the longer periods that he used to take. I just see him being a lot faster player now. And even when he played Scott, everybody thought the same thing, that it was going to be a
long
match.
Yeah.
There was a lot of matches there. He was, I'm not going to say it's just as fast as Scott, but he moved. He knew his shots and he knew what he needed to do. And that comes with playing. More and more you play, more and more players you play. I mean, Dennis is playing the best players in the world. You're going to learn, and they're going to learn from you. So his game is getting a lot faster.
I'm just going to check here. Geraldine, are the online brackets ready soon? Okay. We are going to have CompuSport bracket, which is going to be live in about 10 minutes. So in less than 10 minutes. So as soon as that digital bracket is available, I will post the link in our chat room. And if you're already...
that's why POVPOOL is #1.
Oh.
And because they take the time out to do the small things.
Well, we appreciate that, Chris. And it's always a pleasure to work with Chris Swart of California Billiards. Year in, year out. Meanwhile, I think Sky, he played an interesting shot where he made one of Jayson's balls, which was the last ball that Jayson had, which basically puts Shaw in a position where he's now on a game ball. All he needs is 1 to close. That is if I have the score correct, because this score has been toggling so quickly. So I believe Shaw needs 1. He's not happy with that shot. Sky. I think he should just bump this 14 away and bring his cue ball down by the counter, the right counter there. I think that would be better. Yeah, I didn't like this bank, and this match is over. We're done in 1 hour and 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
Close? I was close.
Yeah, you were close. I was close too. I would guess 35, but the over/under, you won it. You won it on the over/under.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, so we're done here with this match, and I have to take a well-deserved break. I know you guys in the audience don't think I deserve one, but I think I do. So.
And I think you might get a treat because I see John Henderson is in the house.
Oh, so. Is he strafing the commentary booth?
You might get him to sneak in here unless we're going to start playing some golf because.
He might be coming here to whoop at you. Yeah.
There we go. I'm ready to go.
Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I want to thank West State Billiards and remind you to check out weststatebilliards.com. Come here on Friday, and you'll see West State Billiards here personally. Also want to thank Tiger and Tiger Products. And we want to let you know that the Tiger's celebrating 20 years, and that they're very soon, they should have their 20-year anniversary queue ready soon. So, I mean, we also want to encourage you guys to come out here and get a raffle ticket for some of the prizes we're giving away. All sponsored by Tiger Products and JB Cases, and we are, just really grateful for our sponsors. We want you to check out JB Cases too, and see how cool it is and how easy it is to build your own case online and have it delivered. Isn't that cool? All right, we'll be back. Let's take a minute, and we'll start the next match shortly. I'm just going to find out who that is. Keep loving pool, everyone.